alive, mates! It's Captain David Forktongue! Once again, we are happy to be here, and we have a great show planned for you all. First up will be ship's cook and minstrel, Minstrel Michael!
I'm a sailor, both stout and strong. To a goodly vessel I do belong. Both armed and anchored and well equipped. Sir William Gower ran a very fine ship. Our captain in his bed did lay, when a dreadful voice to him did say, "This night with me in the deep you'll be, so prepare yourself and your company." The sky grew dark and the sea grew still. Old men were fearful and the air was chill. Sir William rose to greet his men, saying, "Hear me now, for I'll not speak again. I killed a man that I held dear, all for the sake of his lady fair. I was moved by cruel jealousy, so I now must face that which comes to me. You'll lash a timber close to my spine and throw me down on the waters wide. And if I swim, then let me be, but if I sink, then pray for me." So we tied his head and we tied his feet, and around his middle a winding sheet. At every knot the sea did stir, to ready for a murder. Saw his open grave in the likeness of a single wave that swept our ship from her stern to her bow and bore away Sir William Gower.
And now, mates, One-Eyed Bruce tells you the tale of Davy Jones.
Avast ye, mateys! I'm going to tell you the story of Davy Jones' locker and the gold therein. Legend states that the legend of Davy Jones was not as pleasant as some might think. Some say when you touch his gold, you have eternal life. Others say that you'll rule the seven seas. Me and my crew, we found Davy Jones' gold. And we had it. We were prosperous for 7 years. But the legend they don't tell you is that once you touch Davy Jones' gold, it takes your soul. So now me and my crew are doomed, I tell you, for all time, being minions of the Flying Dutchman. So avast ye mateys, beware! Beware of Davy Jones' locker and Davy Jones' gold if you value your soul. Arr!
Bum έχεις ό,τι θες. Έλα μικρό μου να σε φιλήσω και μη φοβάσαι πως θα το μαρτυρήσω. Θα σπάσω κούπες για τα λόγια που πες και ποτηράκια για τα πίκρα λογάκια. Θα σπάσω κούπες για τα λόγια που πες και ποτηράκια για τα πίκρα λογάκια. Θα σπάσω κούπες για τα λόγια που πες και ποτηράκια για τα πίκρα λογάκια. Θα σπάσω αμάν αμάν για μικρό μην κλαις και ποτηρά αμάν αμάν κι έχεις ό,τι θες. Για μικρό μην κλαις κι έχεις ό,τι θες.
Up next, the privilege of the captain. I will share with you one of my favorite sea shanties. Now, when I was a schoolboy, I lived at home at ease. Now I am a sailing man, I sail the wintry seas. I thought I'd like seafaring life, it's alright till I found it's a big sight worse than slavery when we get off the ground. And it was haul, boys, haul, haul, boys, haul. Heave away the capstan, lads, and let's get off the trawl. When the winds are blowing, the ships are gently rolling. My Emma, won't you be true to me? Now every night in winter, as regular as a clock, it's on me all sou'wester, likewise your oilskin frock. And then up to the capstan, lads, and then we'll heave away. Well, that's the cry in the middle of the night as well as in the day. And it was haul, boys, haul, haul, boys, haul. Heave away the capstan, lads, and let's get off the trawl. When the winds are blowing, the ships are gently rolling. My Emma, won't you be true to me? With winter passing over and springtime coming on, we'll go out in a weather, there's no time for beer or song. But then ashore we'll sail the catch, it's easier to bear. For it's beer all night in the ladies' arms, when we got paid our share. And it was haul, boys, haul, haul, boys, haul. Heave away the capstan, lads, and let's get off the trawl. When the winds are blowing, the ships are gently rolling. My Emma, won't you be true to me? And it was haul, boys, haul, haul, boys, haul. Heave away the capstan, lads, and let's get off the trawl. When the winds are blowing, the ships are gently rolling. My Emma, won't you be true to me? Arr! Once again, we present Minstrel Michael with Doc Watley.
Being a pirate is all fun and games till somebody loses an ear. It slides down your neck and it flops on the deck and someone shouts, "Hey, what's his ear?" You can't wear your glasses, you can't pull the lasses, and folks gotta shout so you hear. Being a pirate is all fun and games till somebody loses an ear. 'Cause it's all part of being a pirate. You can't be a pirate with all of your parts. It's all part of being a pirate. You can't be a pirate with all of your parts. And being a pirate is all fun and games till somebody loses an eye. It hurts like the blazes, and it makes you make faces, and you can't let your mate see you cry. A dashing black patch will cover the hatch and make sure the socket stays dry. But being a pirate is all fun and games till somebody loses an eye. 'Cause it's all part of being a pirate. You can't be a pirate with all of your parts. It's all part of being a pirate. You can't be a pirate with all of your parts. And being a pirate is all fun and games till somebody loses a hand. It squirts and it spurts and it jolly well hurts. Pain only a pirate can stand. A bright metal hook is a fashionable look, but then you can't play with the band. Being a pirate is all fun and games till somebody loses a hand. 'Cause it's all part of being a pirate. You can't be a pirate with all of your parts. It's all part of being a pirate. You can't be a pirate with all of your parts. And being a pirate is all fun and games till somebody loses a leg. It hurts like the dickens, and your pace never quickens, hopping around on a peg. You want to get married, but too long you tarried, 'cause now you can't kneel down and beg. Being a pirate is all fun and games till somebody loses a leg. 'Cause it's all part of being a pirate. You can't be a pirate with all of your parts. It's all part of being a pirate. You can't be a pirate with all of your parts. And being a pirate is all fun and games till somebody loses the what's it. You didn't choose it, but you'd sure hate to lose it, and you're hoping that somebody spots it. So the doc comes along to sew it back on. He just ties a knot and he knots it. Being a pirate is all fun and games till somebody loses the what's it. 'Cause it's all part of being a pirate. You can't be a pirate with all of your parts. It's all part of being a pirate. You can't be a pirate with all of your parts.
All right, mates. Women, hold on to your boyfriends. And men, hold on to your wallets. Here she is now, Lady Pegleg!
Gentlemen can watch while I'm scrubbing the floors, and I'm scrubbing the floors while you're gawking. And maybe once you tipped me, and it made you feel swell. In this ratty waterfront, in this ratty old hotel. But you never guess to who you're talking. You'll never guess to who you're talking. Suddenly in the night, there's a bang in the night. You wonder, what the hell could that have been? Then you see me kind of grinning as I'm scrubbing. And you say, well, she got to grin. And the ship, the black freighter, with a skull on its masthead, will be coming in. Now you gentlemen can say, hey girl, finish the floors, get upstairs, make the beds, earn your keep here. Toss me your tips and go down to the sheets, but I'm counting your heads as I make up the beds. Nobody gonna sleep here tonight. None of you gonna sleep here tonight. Suddenly at night, there's a scream in the night. You say, who's that kicking up a row? Then you see me kind of staring out the window. And you say, what you got to stare at now? And the ship, the black freighter, turns around in the harbor, shooting guns from the bow. Now you gentlemen can wipe off those smiles from your face. Every building in town is a flat one. This whole stinking place will be down to the ground. Only this cheap hotel standing up safe and sound. And you ask, why did they spare that one? You ask, why do they spare that one? All the night through with the noise and to do, and you wonder, who's the person that lives upstairs? Then you see me stepping out into the morning, looking nice, with a ribbon in my hair, and the ship, the black freighter, runs a flag up its masthead, and a chair rings the air. By noontime, the dark is all a-swarming with men, coming out of that ghostly freighter. They're moving in the shadows when no one can see, and they're chaining up people and they're bringing them to me, asking me, kill them now or later. Asking me, kill them now or later. Noon by the clock, and so still on the dock, you can hear a foghorn miles away. And in the quiet of death, I'll say, right now! As they pile up the bodies, I'll say, that'll learn ya. And the ship, the black freighter, disappears out to sea, and on it is me.
And up next we have, with a wonderful sea tale, the ship's doctor, Doc Wadley!
Well, you may think that all of the great pirates are Englishmen, but I'm here to tell you the tale of one bold fella who was a New Englander, fellow by the name of Jack Rosethorn. Now, Jack, he was a ruthless man. He was a bold man. He was an arrogant man. He was certain he would never get caught. But alas, for him, he did. And he was brought in, put in the brig at the Boston Navy Yard, tried, convicted, and he was sentenced to be hanged. The word got out of when the hanging was to be, and when it came time that he was to be hanged on the morrow, a visitor came by.
'Twas his mother.
Aye, 'twas his mother, with foodstuffs for him, with strong ale and a bit of wine besides. She pleaded with the governor of the prison to let her in, and sure enough, finally he broke down. She went in. The jailer let her into Jack's cell, and by way of thanks, she gave him a bit of the wine. Well, the evening went on with Jack and his mother sorrowfully saying their goodbyes, and the jailer is sitting there listening carefully. And eventually he was roused a bit by Jack's mother, showed her out. He goes in the next morning. Jack's not there. What in the world happened to him? Well, didn't take long for them to catch Jack again. He was at a pub in Charlestown. So, they bring him back into the brig, and he is to be hanged on the morrow, but that evening, in comes a visitor.
'Twas his mother.
Aye, it was. And again, she has a sumptuous meal for him, and wine and ale. And again, the visit goes on and on and on as the jailer is sitting there, and she lets herself out. And the next morning, jailer goes in to fetch Jack to be hanged. And what do you think he finds? Nothing. Well now, speculation starts. Is Jack in league with the devil? Is it black magic that he picked up somewhere down in the islands? Well, they do finally catch him again and bring him back into the brig, where the jailer is getting a little spooked about the whole thing. And that evening again comes a visitor.
'Twas his mother.
So the jailer is suspicious now. He gets the offer of the wine, but he drops his mug and it breaks. And he says, "Excuse me, I will have to go get another cup." So as he goes out around the corner into the hallway, he looks back and sees Jack's mother grabbing for the keys to let Jack out. He comes back in with, "Aha! Now I know what's going on here." And he's no longer fooled. So the next morning, Jack still being in the jail, he's taken out and hanged until he's dead. And he was not alone, for right along with him, 'twas his
mother!
I saw the splendor of the moonlight down Honolulu Bay. I saw the splendor in the moonlight down Honolulu Way. And all the peaches are full of peaches that bring their ukes along. And in the glimmer of the moonlight, they like to sing this song. If you like a ukulele lady like you. If you like to linger where it's shady, ukulele lady linger too. And if you kiss a ukulele lady and you promise ever to be true, and she sees another ukulele lady fooling around with you, maybe she'll cry, maybe she'll sigh, maybe she'll find somebody by and by to cling to when it's cool and shady, when it's really wicky wacky woo. If you like a ukulele lady like you. She used to sing to me by moonlight down Honolulu Bay. Fond memories cling to me by moonlight, though now I'm far away. Someday I'm going where winds are blowing and lips were made to kiss. To see somebody in the moonlight and hear that song I miss. If you like a ukulele lady like you. If you like to linger where it's shady, ukulele lady linger too. And if you kiss a ukulele lady and you promise ever to be true, and she sees another ukulele lady fooling round with you, maybe she'll cry, maybe she'll sigh, and maybe not, maybe she'll find somebody by and by to sing to when it's cool and shady, when it's really wicky wacky woo. If you like a ukulele lady like you. If you like a ukulele lady like you.
It's been a real pleasure for me and the King Serpent Pirates to be here. But now it's time for us to be setting sail to our next port. But first, Minstrel Michael, bring us home!
I was born of Geordie parents one day when I was young. That's how the squire learnt me when he taught me native tongue. That I was a pretty baby, me mother she would vow. The girls all ran to kiss me, well I wish they'd do it now. Well I wish they'd do it now. Well I wish they'd do it now. I got itches in me britches and I wish they'd do it now. When I was only 6 months old, the girls would fondle me. They'd clutch me to their bosom and they'd bounce me on their knee. They would rock me in the cradle, and if I'd raise a row, then they'd tickle me, they'd cuddle me. I wish they'd do it now. Well, I wish they'd do it now. Well, I wish they'd do it now. I got itches in me britches, and I wish they'd do it now. At 16 months as fine a lad as ever could be seen. The girls all used to follow me right down to the green. They would weave a chain of buttercups and drop it on me brow. Then they'd roll me in the clover. I wish they'd do it now. Well, I wish they'd do it now. Well, I wish they'd do it now. I got itches in me britches and I wish they'd do it now. The East End girls would call for me to swim when it was mild. We'd go down to the river and we'd splash about a wild. They'd throw the water over me, duck me like a cow, then they'd rub me nice all over. I wish they'd do it now. Well, I wish they'd do it now. Well, I wish they'd do it now. I got itches in me britches and I wish they'd do it now.